name is Juliana Olayo Awino, born and raised in Kariobangi South, Nairobi County, precisely Pumwani Maternity. I was born by a great pair, Josephine Nabwire Olayo and my late dad, Wellington Olayo. They have been my first mentors. They raised me quite well. My mother is responsible for my humanitarian heart because it's something I saw in her while I was growing up. She used to do that a lot. They were both teachers. So my mother used to take children that maybe had challenges or parents that or maybe alcoholics and children had issues. My mother used to come with them in my home, and we used to see what people are going through her and how she used to serve them well. And I got fascinated because she's very humble, quite a prayerful person. So I think most of the positive things that anybody sees in me is not me, is my mom. And my father is responsible for the leadership side. My father is one person that was always a supporter. He was actually my number one fan. Being a last born, we were very close growing up, and I think I was called Toto until I think I became such a big girl. And I always remember him. He's the one who used to push me to do better, to be a leader. I started venturing to leadership when I was still very young. He could see the power or the potential in me, so he kept pushing me until his demise. He passed on during COVID. He was diabetic and had other medical issues, so he had seen a part of me handling leadership quite well. I know I didn't have the privilege for him to see this, like winning Open Talk with Juliana, but I'm sure he's watching. And one thing I promised when he passed on is that his legacy will live inside of me. So like I dedicate all this to them. And also there's an institution that has been quite a supporter. It's called the National Youth Council, because when I was still very young, in my 20s, I was able to vie for a leadership position through the National Youth Council as a delegate. And I was elected here in Nairobi. I was an elected leader. I represent gender at the council, and one thing that it did, it brought out the potential in us, me and all my delegates. So with the National Youth Council, we were able to meet great people. They took us to very high-level meetings, and that is how we were able even to start speaking in front of people. All that was mentorship, and I think that is why I want to pass that to the younger generation. I was elected as a delegate, and it was not like given, like a gender cookie. No, I was elected, and that makes me proud, because I normally say you're not supposed to be given, but something good is that which you reach out yourself, so you're able to even enjoy it more, because it didn't come easy, because easy come, easy go. So I always feel proud when I say I was elected, because of who I am. As for my activism, being very vocal, I was privileged to also work with Amnesty International, where we were able to fight for many rights, policies. We have actually fought for things that are in existence right now. All that was made possible by Amnesty International Kenya, under the leadership of Justice Nyangaya. He was someone who was very friendly, humble, and not just a leader, but someone who used to sit at our level, and he was the CEO. So I normally say I picked a lot from him as well when I was young. It was quite enchanting. Now with how I came about to deal with children issues, I also worked with Plan International through an organization, an umbrella organization called Jipange, and another group called the Change Initiative through Madam Rose Kanyi, the late. May she continue to rest in eternity. We were able to handle children matters, and that's how I picked. Those are the major institutions: family, that is my parents, National Youth Council, Amnesty, and Plan International. And that is where I derived the things that I love doing to date. Because at Plan International is where I started dealing with children as a children protection officer to date. So everything that I picked there, I ensure that I use in my day-to-day decisions and life. And that's why I value mentorship a lot. And those are the people that I will always feel they played a major role in my life. And also the community. The community has made me a better person. It has given me lessons that have enabled me to do better, to know what I should do, what I shouldn't do. Apart from that, the church has also been instrumental. Open Talk with Juliana came into existence about 2 years ago, but it was not documented like we are now. It started with the challenges that I got into the community when I was doing social work for the community. I happened to deal with different age sets. We dealt with old women, old men, youth, people living with special needs. Able to deal with different challenges with the community. At that particular moment, we had some partners and well-wishers that were doing it with us. That is how I got the privilege to have my partner and a brother and a friend, someone that has come to be very vocal in my life. His name is Elvis Owalo Arika.
Good evening, good morning from wherever you are watching. I'm Elvis Owalo Arika, born and raised in Siaya County, Kenya. I'm a chef and a student at the Culinary Institute of New York at Monroe College, pursuing degree in culinary art. I'm a partner to a well-established company called Open Talk with Juliana, which started 2 years ago by giving back to the community, especially youths. Our 4 main agenda are networking, economic empowerment, mental stability, and mentorship. We therefore requesting or welcoming any person, any organization to be part and parcel of us so that we can send our dream home. Thank you guys. God bless.
During that time, 2 years ago, he was in the country and we were able to do charity work together just to try and sort problems that we could manage within our reach. Elvis Owalo Arika is also a partner within the establishment. He acts as the managing director and also an advisor that really has been assisting me into making this dream a reality. So we were able to document it. We became official. And one point that we had a major challenge was during COVID. When COVID started, we didn't know how we are going to deal with it because now people were coming in huge numbers. Some were coming due to lack of food, some were depressed because of losing their jobs, some were just challenged. There was domestic violence, a lot of it, because nobody knew what was happening. We even managed to handle people that had actually gotten the disease, and we worked with the Ministry of Health to deal with that. So at Open Talk, we decided that we want to be a solution to the problems that are within our community, not just mentioning the problems, but also being part of the solution. I managed to get awards, and I feel like it is always good to appreciate people. I always try my best to appreciate people. One area that blessed me, gave me a lot of stress, but at the same time blessed me, is an area called Korogosho or Chocolate City. During COVID, I started doing stories there as a social worker, and it took a whole year for someone somewhere. No matter what you do, just know that there's someone watching and your time will come. So someone somewhere was watching, and I was able to be awarded by Hola. It's called Hola. And it was because of my service. But every time I look at that award, when I'm in the house, I look at the people that enabled it. It was not all me. We had people on ground, we had ideas given, and also I appreciate those people that at that particular moment they were undergoing problems, but we celebrate together when I look at them a year and a half later actually, and see that we managed to change lives. We managed to change youth, we managed to start businesses for people, we managed to get wheelchairs, and we even managed to get prosthetic legs for like 3 people that were undergoing challenges, moving around due to amputations. And Korogosho will always be special in my heart. Eleni Bariki. And since then is when I started seeing blessings following me, and I don't take it for granted. And what I can tell people is always wait for your time. It's coming. With God, delay is never denial. At His right time, He will bless you. So yeah, that's who Juliana is all about. Finally, here we are. Welcome to our humble abode at Open Talk with Juliana. As I had mentioned earlier, we are situated in South B off Mombasa Road, Kapiti Road, Kapiti Estate, 2-ways apartment. So this is where we at, and I just want to maybe introduce you to my team. I have a team of great men here. I have Gaddafi, John Kabucho.
Hello guys, naitwa John Kabucho Komo, aka Gaddafi.
I have Sean Calebs.
Hi guys, I go by the name Sean Caleb.
I have Ian, who works for our IT department.
Naitwa Yano.
I have Francis, aka Honjin. That guy actually doubles up as our driver and also part of our production.
Kwa majina ni Francis Njohi, aka Honjin.
Mimi ndio director kwa Open Talk with Juliana.
And I work as the producer at Open Talk with Juliana.
Mimi na Department of Information Technology kwa Open Talk with Juliana.
I'm the production manager for Open Talk. I also double up as the official driver.
And here at Open Talk with Juliana, what we focus mainly on is networking, mentorship, empowerment, and mental health. So feel welcome.
Karibuni nyote.
And you're much welcome.
So yeah, you're welcome and feel free to join us.